Hello again. So, I just thought I might owe you a little bit of an explanation as to the layout of this mansion, the Clock Tower Mansion, before I get back to the fun. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you this little map that I made, and it might help explain a little bit of what exactly I did and what exactly is so fascinating about what I managed to avoid. Here we go. So what we have here is a really crude drawing of the Clock Tower Mansion, and right about here is where I start. And what I did in my first playthrough is I went through there, and then this is the rubble room that leads into the courtyard. The thing is that it shows that it's on this wall, but it actually leads into the inner wall of the courtyard. The perspective is screwy in this game. Similarly, there's rubble rooms in the west wing that are supposedly on the other side of this. They didn't take into account the camera facing the opposite direction. So you run across the courtyard. If you get there fast enough, you can avoid seeing Anne die in the pool. I avoided seeing Laura die in the shower, or seeing Anne die in the second foyer there. It only happens if you enter through that door at the end of the hallway. Right here is the perfume, which is the key item that I needed from my most recent video that this is a continuation of. And yeah, I just ran through the courtyard in my first video. I moved the box aside. When I went through there, it came through the door in the back wall, because perspective is all screwy in this game. Went through there into the second main hall, because I didn't enter through that door, I didn't see Anne die. And I ran straight to the garage, found the garage key, and started the car. Now, what I'm doing right now, inside of this playthrough, is I actually went through there, grabbed the perfume, back through there, and went through there. I managed to get through there before a point in which the game decided that Anne would die. Normally, or half the time I should say, West Wing key is here, and that's in order to get to the second half of the house, which is needed in order to get a non-car ending. I actually just ignored that because half the time it's not even there. Half the time it's actually up here in this bird's nest. And I took a chance, went with it, went through the house, came in through that wall, and went through there, went upstairs, running down the hall, and collected the key from the nest. I also did some stuff involving the kitchen right here, involving the attic storage room with the rope and the insecticide, getting the black robe, which is very important. It's just as important as perfume in order to get a good ending in the game. So, did that. And then I went upstairs. This hall kind of matches upstairs and downstairs except for that secret door there. So I ran through there. This is the upstairs of the West Wing. This is the downstairs. The thing is that it's supposed to actually be mirrored. That's actually supposed to be over on this side, across from that rubble room. And these windows are actually supposed to be overlooking the courtyard in front of the pool, but they're not. Now these lower doors and that upper door right there, that upper room, that's actually randomized as far as which room's going to be which. These rooms are often swapped, so it's kind of wonky in that aspect. But I ran through there, ran all the way to the end here, across the board that I placed, ran into Scissorman, and he chased me back into the attic room, which I was able to hide where I found the black robe. That's where I left off. What I need to do is I need to go back through there, break open the secret room, which you can see there. I think I accidentally put a door there. You can actually see a painted over wall there, but there's a secret to be found there. And once I find that secret, I'm no longer going to trust Mary, and it'll be able to give me a good ending. After I do that, I need to get a ritual key, which is in this room, and it actually opens up the door right below it on the lower level. That one is always the actual ritual room. I also need to find out which of that, or that room. Need to find out which one of those is the library. Once I do that, I can get the demon statue from that room. I can take it downstairs into the caves in that room, and I'll be able to get an ending that way. But because of the camera perspectives, this mansion's kind of wonky. It's actually built backwards on the West Wing, and it shouldn't be that way. But it's just something you kind of have to roll with when it's kind of thought out from 1995. So now that that explanation is done, I guess the only thing to do is just continue now. I am going to go ahead and I'm not even going to worry about my strength here. Because honestly, I mean, I'm probably not going to run into Scissorman again during this game. I don't want that to deter you from watching this, because this is very, very interesting. If you hold any interest in this game at all. Chances are, if you found this video, you do. I'm interested to see what the ending's going to be like. If I meet all the requirements for both Anne and Laura to live, but the game doesn't know which one died. See if there's a default, or honestly it's unlikely, but maybe maybe both of them live. I don't know. I know I have to see Lot die, or Lottie die, in order to get a good ending, and it's sad. Normally the less bodies you see, the better, but Lottie tells you about throwing the switches in the clock tower, and after she tells you about that, you won't get murdered by Bobby in the elevator, you won't get stabbed by Miss Mary, although I think discovering this room before you get thrown in jail helps prevent you get murdered by Miss Mary, because you'll know her evil intentions. So you notice that painted over wall when I was crossing over here with the board. That right there is not just a wall. That is sealed up and boarded over. And because I haven't been thrown in prison first, there's still a body in there for me to find. Or there should be. Considering I'm kind of breaking the game, I don't know what's going to glitch. This is a very sequence-based game. You do things that kind of change the whole entire course of the game. There's a body in here. Spoiler warning. I'm going to go ahead and give you 10 seconds to go ahead and stop this video if you don't want spoilers. Considering this game is from 1995, I really don't care. Okay, it's been 10 seconds. Somebody was counting days. Marks are cut into this wall. Looks like a chart of some sort. Mary's and patients' names. In this playthrough, you didn't see the exposition, the opening, but I was adopted by a wealthy Mr. Barrows, and my teacher from the orphanage, Miss Mary, brought me over here to the house where I was going to be living at. My name is Jennifer Simpson, and I found a doctor's bag for Walter Simpson. Miss Mary was not supposed to be related to this house at all. She was supposed to be our teacher, introducing us to our new family. But turns out she is the wife of Mr. Barrows, the wealthy recluse that decided to adopt me. And I found a doctor's bag with my dad's name on it. It's no wonder I'm at an orphanage, because my dad is dead. And exposition time. And then I can't go through this door on the right because that's the sealed up wall on the outside in between the statues. I'm definitely going to go in the background though to get into the room that led me in here. So that is the clue that tells me exactly who Mary is, what she's done wrong, honestly. There's the sealed up wall. That statue on the right has a demon statue. I just need to find out which room is the library. That's the rubble room upstairs, which, once again, wonky camera angles. They didn't account for that, so now it's in the far west. Or now it's in the far south, I guess. Let's see if this is the library. Come on, Jennifer. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Actually, I want to be in here. This is part of the key to getting an S ending. I want to see if I can get an S ending where the game doesn't figure out which girl's supposed to be dead. Oh, she's shocked. Corpse of a crow. There's a key here. Pocketed the cage key. Alright. There's a rat cage and a crow cage. This is the crow cage. Rat cage doesn't matter, but the crows, they'll save you at the end. When you play Resident Evil 4 and there's a dog stuck in a bear trap at the beginning of the game, you save it and helps you. One of your first boss fights, El Gigante. I feel like that's kind of a flashback to this game, because you save a helpless animal and then... Oh, didn't mean to turn on the light. Yeah, rats are going nuts. Oh well. It's kind of a flashback to this game because you save a helpless animal, it winds up actually really doing you a solid later on. Okay, I'm gonna get the ritual key. Before I do that, I'm gonna rest a teeny bit. Don't worry, it's not Bobby. It's that damn doll on the ceiling there. Let me get to at least yellow before I do this, because that doll can kill me. Don't judge me. Maybe I'll go all the way up to blue. I'm not just stalling for time here. Ah, the gimlet, the drink of champions. Alright, I'm at blue now. The thing is that I didn't need to really rest up all the way, but the less chance this has to kill me, the better. If I'm at red, this doll could kill me. Tap the panic button, and it broke its head open. Perfect. I'm not going into the room back there. That's just a fireplace study. It only has a purpose if you initially saw Laura die and then you saw Anne die by looking out the windows after hearing a scream. If you look out the windows after hearing a scream, you're going to have both people die, and that's not a good thing. Okay, there's the door back to the east wing. I don't want to go to the end. That's either the trophy room or the mannequin room, and both are the same. Both could trigger scissormen. Both are just useless rooms. No reason to go there. I'm looking for the library. This is the hall on the lower side, which has the door to the courtyard that had the crate in front of it that I moved right off the bat. This could be a library. It could be a bathroom. This is the library. This is where I need to find out about the demon statue. Oh. There's a slip of paper in the book. Hold the demon idol with great care. A tree in the forest, person in the something. The idol is on a statue. Okay. Let's go running back to the statue that I pointed out several times, actually. And then that's going to be the ritual room, which I just got the ritual key. That looked like an inaccessible room. That is the rubble room on the lower story, so that actually is supposed to be directly across from the rubble room that lead to the courtyard in the first video. But I'm not going there. Because going there is for suckers. Come on. Yeah, go upstairs. There's a rubble on the ground from the hole that I had to plank across. So rumor has it, if you get chased by Scissorman and you cross the gap in a panic, that statue on the far left with a rope around its ankles, you can actually use a rope on it to cross back across. I haven't done that because I run into Scissorman as little as I can. Scissorman is scary. I don't like running into him. I'm going to keep this episode going. I'll keep it going until I go into the caves. It's almost 3 a.m. here. This is spooky. So I'm almost down to orange. Well, I'm almost back down to red. I'm at orange right now. But I'm not going to run into Scissorman again. That is not my intention. That, when you find him right by the, secret room, instead of that box in the storage room, it's sort of an inevitable visit from him. Ooh. Spooky. Demon idol. Alright. So a hatch just formed in the ground. This leads to the caves, which is pretty much the last, not even quarter of the game, probably the last fifth of the game. Very short time span, and none of it will be spent explaining this house to you. Sorry if my map was a little too crudely drawn, There's just really no other way to explain it. A lot of the rooms are randomized, so I can't really tell you what's there right off the bat. I just wanted you to get an idea of where things are supposed to be and where things actually are. But anyways, I'm going to call this episode quits, and I'll see you next time. It'll be probably my final video on Clock Tower. At least this playthrough. Bye.